So a few weeks ago, I went to this retreat/camp thing as a staff member. What our jobs basically were was to watch over the kids and make sure they don't run off anywhere, and to make sure they're participating in the activities like they're supposed to. You know, just to get their money's worth. Sometimes these kids try to hide in their rooms and stuff, but they never really 100% get away. Well, damn, I'm making it sound like a prison. To be fair, the food they served there was pretty close to one. I mean, seriously, who serves spaghetti with ketchup and water? Fucking disgusting. The price of a bottle of a ketchup is pretty close to the one of a pasta sauce, no? Jesus Cristo. Not to mention the broken toilets and the constantly cold showers. And also the mass amount of poison ivy that hasn't even bothered to be cut, despite there being so many kids running around there. Prison. Or just first world problems, am I right? Anyways, the first day was fine. Just fine. The second night though, I realized a bunch of kids sneaked out into the hills at 1 a.m. I went to check it out for myself. It was quiet as hell, and I thought, nope, I'm going back. This is yo problems now, kids. The thing is, I realized they lied to me. You know, I love sneaking out myself, and if I wasn't a staff, I would have definitely done it too. So I did. Third night was the last night, and I decided to go with a group of a few guys since they did want to go. The girls seemed to already be asleep or doing their own thing, so I left them alone. The guys I went with, I'll call them Blubs, Eggnog, Jeans, Cheesesteak, and Cap Kid. Basically, I myself was going against the rules this time, but it was the last night and I decided to be a rebel. So, it was 2 a.m, we went to the hills to see the stars, but that night was foggier than usual, so you couldn't see anything. Plus the ground was squishy and wet. At that time, Blubs and I felt like someone was watching us, but the others of course just called us out on being paranoid. It was pretty disappointing so far, but we didn't want to just go back with nothing. So we thought of hiking at this time around with our flashlights. We remembered that there were deers, bears, and poison ivy everywhere, and we thought twice about it. I wasn't about to let these guys get mauled in the middle of the night for me agreeing to make this decision. So we just decided to look around the range of the hills. But after a while of doing that, we realized we may have stepped on poison ivy. While talking, I knew I saw two figures right on top of the hill. The first thing I thought was, how are they seeing their way through without flashlights? I pointed out that I could vaguely see two figures, and immediately after that, Cheesesteak and Jeans called out to them. We did a strobe light effect, just moving our flashlights around, and they just walked faster. At that point, it started becoming kinda suspicious. With no response, Jeans ran toward them like a madman and hollered like a psychopath. What the actual fuck is he doing? And no shit, those two shadows moved much faster now. We called out to him to stop and he did. He actually did it twice but came back both times. Good thing. We decided to follow those two back to the center, and the strange thing was, they were now walking completely off path. It was pretty clear now that they were trying to run away from us, though that could have been said earlier. And Eggnog decided to act as a spy and follow them at a distance, so he went ahead without us. He ended up circling the whole center 3 times, the absolute madman. When he came back to us, he said he suspected one girl but wasn't entirely sure about it. And what do you know, it was my roommate. She explained to me that she thought the counselors were chasing after her and her friend, and just thought they had to get away from us as soon as possible, especially since they heard a girl's voice. The only part that freaked her out when I told her my side of the story is how Eggnog bothered to even follow 3 times around the whole retreat center. My other roommate assured her that he was a weird kid since birth who always wanted to be right about everything. And that's about it. Moral of this experience? None. I just wanted to tell you guys a very anticlimactic story, which I hope you guys enjoyed anyways.